Hello, Purple Heart Consciousness holders. This is Reverend Jerry, and I am so excited and happy to be with you this evening. I'm excited because we get an opportunity to engage in spiritual practice. And you know, our motto here with Spiritual Enlightenment and Truth is that spiritual practice is a valuable thing. And there is value in engaging in spiritual practice. Rumi says the ground's generosity takes in our compost and grows beauty. He goes on to say, try to be more like the ground. I'm going to read that for you one more time. The ground's generosity takes in our compost and grows beauty. Try to be more like the ground. And that's wonderful wisdom. And the reason I say it's wonderful wisdom is when we get ourselves grounded, it helps us to make succinct decisions. It supports us in making decisions that support the highest and greatest good. And that should be our intention in every moment, and it should be how we move forward and proceed in the day. Now, we have so much going on now, and there are so many decisions that need to be made. These decisions are decisions that we have never had to face in our lifetime. And I'm talking about a multi-generational thing right now. I'm thinking about our silent generation, our baby boomers, all the way to our current and our youngest generation. But the thing that we get to learn is that there is wisdom, as it always has been, with pressing issues. So I know that many of you may be getting a little stir crazy now because of our quarantine or our stay home mandate. Many of us may be moving through some tough times, dealing with loss of a job, maybe perhaps the loss of a loved one, or just trying to hold it together through the pressures and all the things that we're hearing. So I want to first of all thank you all for turning off the TV just for a moment to be with me in prayer today. And I'm going to invite you and I'm going to remind you, I may sound like a broken record now, but to take breaks from your television, the binge watching of the news and everything that's going to happen here and next. I'm going to invite you to turn your attention inward and get yourself grounded, because this is a time for us to begin to prepare ourselves for when we move through this situation. What we set in motion right now will make a difference when all of this is over. So I encourage you to engage in spiritual practice. I want to invite you tomorrow evening to a book study that is starting. Larry Hobby will be facilitating it, and it is I Am God in Disguise, So Are You. We're going to be doing this via Zoom. Join our Zoom room. And if you join our Zoom room, you will get an opportunity to ask questions and get answers, perhaps, during our book study. And if you're unable to do that, we're going to invite you to join our Expanding Consciousness group. We're going to have a wonderful time. In addition to that, I'm going to invite you to continue to join us in prayer. And if you're experiencing this for the very first time, remember to go to your app store and download the Purple Heart app. With that in mind right now, I'm going to invite you to just get yourself grounded. My way of getting grounded is just simply releasing and letting go and letting God. And part of that release is just breathing. And as we breathe this evening, I'm inviting you to just breathe in from the space of the heart. And as we move into the space of the heart this evening, just simply breathing, releasing, letting go of everything it took to get to this moment. And for the next few minutes, I'm just inviting you to just anchor. And as we anchor right now, I invite you to just simply be in that space of the one. That space where beauty fulfills itself, where wisdom reveals itself, where creativity dances from the heart, and where that divine presence, the peace that passeth all understanding, reveals itself. And so we're just breathing right now and just allowing that wonderful presence to radiate within and through and around us. And in this radiance right now, in the heart space, we simply allow that wonderful presence to expand itself and enlarge itself within our entire being, within our physical body, right here and right now, allowing it to enlarge itself as the source of being right now within our hearts and within our minds. And in this very moment, I'm just acknowledging the peace that passeth all understanding. And knowing that that peace, that power, that strength, that awareness is alive right where I am. It is alive within each and every person participating in this prayer right now. And I know that this wonderful presence has already gone before and it has prepared the way. I know that the divine presence and peace that passeth all understanding fulfills itself and enriches itself. And I'm claiming this evening the presence of this loving presence that is grounded and enriched. It is moving through the hearts of each individual, bringing a sense of wisdom, bringing a sense of calm, and clarifying itself. I know that every choice that is before each participant, that the wisdom of spirit fulfills itself. Where there is that divine presence of love, I know that that love expands and enlarges itself within the body temple, emotionally, mentally, and I know that everyone is spiritually uplifted. I know that this is showing up in practical ways, that it is right where our first responders are, our scientists, our doctors. It is with our policymakers. It is alive within our leadership in all businesses. I know that this wonderful presence is the divine light. And what I know is divine clarity expands itself. It personalizes itself. And I know that we're all uplifted by the consciousness and this divine light right now. So I'm so grateful this evening because I know that something divine has unfolded. It has set itself in motion. It is the good, the highest and greatest good, unfolding and personalizing, enriching itself right where we are and fulfilling itself within our entire world. And what I know is this good is a good greater than we cannot even imagine, and that it is the sacred blessing unfolding as we speak. So in this space of grace, in this space of gratitude, I simply release these words right now into the action of the law, and I invite you to affirm with me, and so it is. Amen. And as we open our eyes, I'm inviting you to look into my eyes. I want to thank you. And I'm also going to invite you to support this ministry. We're doing great works in the world. And with the COVID-19, we are expanding and stretching in ways we know not of. And the blessing of this experience is we get to bring even greater programming to you, like the book study, like the prayers daily. And if you are in need of a prayer, please go to our apps, download this in our app store, get your this app, and also I'm going to invite you to do one more thing. If you have a personal prayer request, send it in, because we have a team of practitioners that are ready to pray with you regarding the circumstances in your life. I'm going to look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And thank you so much for being a blessing. And thank you for supporting this ministry. Namaste.